Hi guys, a very good morning to you, and I hope you guys are doing well and you're taking care of yourself, staying at home, staying safe, and being good and doing your studies as well. So, I just want to say hi to a lot of guys. I have got some names written down, I remember now. See, hi Tiger, hi Cheetah, hi Sonali, hi Nikki, hello to Soumya, my monitors, and I have Pallavi, Anish. You have been a great help to me in class 6 for your writing. Your writing is awesome, and you should show your notes. You should put it on the Hurtfoot group and show me your notes. I'm going to put it on whoever does a good writing issue on the notes, and I like it. I'll put it up on my videos, and so that anyone has any problem in taking down notes can take it down from there also. It's not bad. Anyone has got any good type of drawings, anyone wants to write a poem or something, whatever you give me, I'm going to put it up, and it's going to be good. Everyone is saying so. We have got a lot of viewers watching our videos, and you guys are also learning from it. I have Dheeraj, Divyanshu, Muhammad Ali. Wish you a happy Holy Ramzan week for your Eid, and Aditya Raj, Aditya Singh, Aditya Raj, Ayush, the boss, Kavita, Lucky. Yes, Lucky, I forgot. How are you doing, guy? You must be doing good. Anyways, I have Nitin, Sushant, Sukit, and Aditya Raj, Shivam, and Surabhi. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you are keeping fine, good. Sahil, Yusuf Alam, Sachin, Saloni. Hi, how are you? Arnav, again, how are you doing? I hope you are studying and doing your work. Khushi, how is your health? I hope the fever has left you. The fever always catches you. And Sumit, and obviously Anushka is there. So, hi everybody. So, now at least you won't get angry that I have not taken your names. So, well, great. So, let's start. I'll just go ahead. See, one thing is that I want to explain it to you guys is the history does not change anywhere, neither does any dates change. The Mughals came into India in 1526, that does not change. My birthday date never changes. It may be said in many languages, it may be said in many types. It may be printed before, my birthday date might come first, then my name might come in some book, the name might come last, and my father's name might come first, in which month I was born, it might come first. It's just vice versa, things happen. So, if you have any issues, please don't worry about it. See, I want you to learn the subject instead of only going ahead for question answers. If you know what is, suppose a chapter, if you know what is the medieval kingdoms, so you don't have to worry about question answers. If you know that chapter, if you understand about it, what were the kingdoms, any question comes to you, you will be able to answer. You know the basic. So it's a very good subject as far as my concern is, because I love the subject. So it's not a hard and fast rule that you have to love the subject, but it's your curriculum. So in the syllabus you have to learn it excuse me, to score good marks. Okay, so it's better you go with it, and as and when everything goes arranging, I am also going to get the same book as you, as I had not got the book. So the books are selling now. I am going to go to the school, or I'm going to ask the management to arrange a book for me, and I'll be on the same page with you, so you don't have to worry. Okay, so till then I'll just again brief you with what we were doing. Our first chapter is round about the medieval India, right? The medieval India actually was, I'll just brief you like that. The Paleolithic was from 2500 to 250,000 BC. Neolithic was 10,800 to 3300 BC. The Chalcolithic was 3500 to 1500 BC, and the Bronze Age was 3300 to 1300 BC. The Iron Age was 1500 to 200 BC. The Middle Kingdom started from 230 BC AD till 1206 AD. Then came the late medieval period, 1206 to 1526. 1526 the Sultanate started coming into India. Then the early modern period came in till 1858. Then colonial states came in 1510, 1961, so on and so forth. I can give you all this information, but it's not needed right now. So I'm going to just brief you through is I'm going to just tell you what is all about this medieval. I have given you links, you must have gone through it. So we are going to take it very slow. I don't want to pick up a pace or a speed where we have to just rush through anything. We can just take it very coolly. So we are done with almost 2 chapters, I guess, most probably. The medieval kingdoms, and before that I was telling you what, when and how things were happen, how was people, how do we get information, isn't it, about things, how do we get information about the period. Okay, now this medieval period refers to a long period of the history of the Indian subcontinent between the ancient period and modern period. Definitions of the period itself actually varies widely, partly for this reason. Okay, so it's going to take definitions in the sense I can explain, like one definition used in this place is includes the period from 6th century, okay, the first half of the 7th century or the 8th century up to the 16th century. Essentially it's coinciding with the Middle Ages of Europe, which we don't need right now. It may be divided into 2 periods also. The early medieval period has lasted from 6th to the 13th century, okay, and the late medieval period, which lasted from 13th to the 16th century, ending with the start of the Mughal Empire in 1526. I told you this just now. The Mughal era from 16th century to the 18th century is often referred to as the early modern period, but is sometimes also included in the late medieval period. So we don't have to worry about that. We'll just go through as per the chapter asks us, and we have to go through. So listen, you have to be very conscious about dates in history, and just remember, which you have to learn by heart. Now we can have an alternative definition also. Often we see those more authors who still use the term at brings the start of the medieval period from 1000 CE or to the 12th century, or it's sometimes pushed back to the 18th century. So that's why we have different types of printings in the book, but the history is same. Okay, like making the period it's sometimes pushed back to the 18th century, making the period in effect between the start of Muslim domination, at least in northern India, and British India was also there, or the early medieval period as beginning in the 8th century as well as ending with the 11th century. So you don't have to worry about it. Sometimes in different books it's different things. So this early medieval period, the start of the period is typically taken to be the slow collapse of the Gupta Empire, okay, from 480 to 550, ending the classical period as well as ancient India. Although both these terms may be used for periods with widely different dates, especially in specialized fields such as history of art or religion. Another alternative preceding period in early historical stretching from the 6th century BC to the 6th century AD, okay, according to some writers. Like there's a writer Romela Thapar. We should read her, historian whose principal area of study in ancient India. She is the author of several books including popular volume History of India and its currently the popular medieval period. She has given it in a much more easier way. Okay. So first was the Pratihara dynasty, was the largest dynasty of northern India, which rivaled Gupta Empire in extent and ruled most part of India from 6th century up to 11th century. They were successful for stopping Muslim conquest in India for nearly 400 years and destroyed Muslim armies according to the Arab accounts. Their capital was Kannauj and were the first Rajput empire. They can be differentiated from other kingdoms as they are called imperial Pratiharas. It's there in your book. Okay. Then we have the Rashtrakuta dynasty. Was a Kannada dynasty ruling large parts of Indian subcontinent between 6th to the 10th centuries, and one who built the World Heritage Center Ellora at Maharashtra, the Ajanta Ellora caves. Okay. Now we have the Eastern Chalukyas, 7th to 12th century of South India Kannada dynasty, whose kingdom was located in the present day Andhra Pradesh. or we can say Telangana. They were descendants of Western Chalukyas. This one is done. Now we come to the Pallava dynasty, rulers of Telugu and some Tamil areas of the 6th to 9th centuries. That's to the Deccan we go down. Then comes the Pala Empire, the last major Buddhist rulers from the 8th to 12th centuries in Bengal. Briefly controlled most of North India in the 9th century. Then we have the Chola, a South Indian empire who ruled from Tamil Nadu and extended to include Southeast Asian territories as its height from 9th century to 13th century. Basic. Then we have the Harsha, we have the Chalukya Empire, we have the Kalachuri dynasty, we have the Western Chalukya, we have the Western Ganga dynasty, we have the Eastern Ganga dynasty, the Hoysala Empire, the Kakatiya kingdom, the Sena dynasty. So part by part we come down. Then we have the late medieval era that includes the Delhi Sultanate, the Chero dynasty, the Bengal Sultanate, the Ahom kingdom, the Reddy kingdom, the Seona, the Rajput states. Okay, so part by part, so you don't have to worry about it. So basically we have these. So now I'm going to start with you is about the Palas. Who were the Palas actually, and how did they take things forward, and how did they make things to go ahead and take care of it. About this, there was a tripart. As I told you, as I read in the other part or in your other notes I have given you, there was a tri-party. What was the tri-party? There were three of them, the Rashtrakutas, the Pallavas and the Deccan, the Cholas. So these were there who were fighting with each other to gain power. So all, still now today also in history, in present history today, everyone is fighting, even ministers, politicians, all leaders are fighting only to gain power to rule over the place. Irrespective of the fact who is going to rule well. Everyone wants power. So whatever basic I understand is everyone wants to eat, no one wants to cook. Isn't it? Basically. So we have to also cook to know what is the actual essence of food. Okay? So it's like that. I'll come back in the next video and I'll get it, I'll explain to you what the Palas. Okay? See you.